Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Journey Out podcast. Happy holidays.
Yes.
It is the holiday season. We're super excited to be with you guys for the holiday season and talk about something that we feel is going to be super impactful for this Thanksgiving season.
Yes.
So,
And not on Thanksgiving.
but the holidays
lot,
in general, yeah. So, what are you thankful for?
Well, what are you thankful for?
All right, let's find out.
I know some people probably had it hard, but I was blessed. I ain't never saw my mom and daddy stressed. They only show success. I'm living comfort from the sweat out they backs, and that's why all I ever wanted was to give it back. I'm not ashamed cause I was raised right. Nope. I would only be ashamed if I didn't help you fight through the pain, help you journey out the games that your mind played. No matter what, I'm never letting my shine fade away. Forever searching for knowledge, hoping I find grace. Keep your intentions pure, be sure about the risk you take. Pop said failure builds character. I came up short a time or two. Your mind know what your heart been through. Don't let that pressure startle you, and faith out in the Lord will do you justice. We sat and we discuss it. This assistance for the public. A little love will help recover from your struggle. If iron sharpens iron, and let's turn out together forever. J.O.P. It's Journey Out podcast. Welcome to the Journey Out podcast.
So, I know today we wanted to talk about gratitude for God's work behind the scenes.
Yes.
And we thought it fitting because we talk about a lot of different things on this podcast that we go through on a day-to-day basis, that we know families and caregivers and all these people go through on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
And I think it was just important for us to talk about gratitude for God's work when we don't necessarily see what he's doing. Right?
Exactly.
And so we have an anchor scripture for that, okay? So it is Exodus 23, verses 23 through 33. So 10 verses, okay? I'm going to read them to you, all right? So stay with me, okay, as we go through this. All right, so it says, when my angel goes before you and brings you to the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites, the Hivites and the Jebusites, and I blot them out, you shall not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do as they do, but you shall utterly overthrow them and break their pillars in pieces. You shall serve the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and he will take sickness away from among you. None shall miscarry or be barren in your land. I will fulfill the number of your days. I will send my terror before you, and I will throw into confusion all the people against whom you shall come, and I will make all your enemies turn their backs to you. And I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites from before you. I will not drive them out before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the wild beasts multiply against you. Little by little I will drive them out from before you until you have increased and possessed the land. And I will set your border from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Philistines, and from the wilderness to the Euphrates. For I will give the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out before you. You shall make no covenant with them and their gods. They shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me. For if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you. Okay, so that was a lot. So let me just give you guys a little backstory of what we're talking about here as we're going through Exodus. Again, this is Exodus 23. So just a recap from Exodus 1 to 22, right? The first thing is the Israelites are slaves in Egypt under Pharaoh, right? God then raises up Moses to lead them out of bondage. Through 10 plagues, God shows his power and delivers the Israelites from Egypt. Then, because of that, that marks Passover as their freedom, and the Red Sea is parted for their escape. In the wilderness, God provides manna, quail, and water for their survival. The Israelites face their first battle against the Amalekites, which is a hostile nomadic tribe that attacked them from behind, and they win as Moses holds up his hands in prayer. Then at Mount Sinai, God gives the 10 commandments to Moses and the laws for holy living and how the Israelites should live, right? And then lastly, God begins shaping Israel into his covenant people, setting them apart to walk in his ways. So in chapter 23, he's kind of going over the laws with them, telling them how, they should live holy now that they have been saved from Pharaoh in Egypt, right? And so in this piece, he's talking about taking them to the promised land, right? And what is going to be like for them to get to the promised land, what they should do, right? And so
let me ask you.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you read Exodus 23, 23 through 33, what stands out to you most about God's promises and the way he chooses to fulfill them?
I think the biggest thing that I see here is his intentionality and his patience. And I don't think it's really patience in him fulfilling all of these things. I think I see his patience and his intentionality with us.
Right.
Because if for those who may not know the story, it took the Israelites 40 years
to get
to the promised land. God laid out everything that they needed to do to get to the promised land.
So he was
intentional
and his instructions and his protection through that whole time.
Exactly.
Right? So he's I guess you could say deliberate on his promises and how he wanted to be.
Very much so deliberate. And we know now that it actually could have I think they say about 7 days or so it could have taken them to get to the promised land, but it took them 40 years, which is in those 40 years, he was intentional in molding and shaping them to be who they needed to be to withstand and be able to thrive in the promised land. And I think what I see most is his intentionality and his patience.
Right. And so even though they wanted to get to the promised land and they were complaining and Moses had to deal with a lot of things in trying to lead the people to the promised land. God knew, hey, if I give you this land right now, you're not going to be ready for it.
You're not going to be ready for it.
And you're not going to be ready to defeat what's in the land. Okay.
Preach.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so to me, from this, what we just read right now, how do you think we learn to be thankful even when God delays what we think we're ready for?
I think it's shifting your focus. Shifting your focus, what you think is being withheld from you, to what God is working out in you. Because again, just like we said, when you think you're ready for something, right? God already knows that, hey, if I give you this, oh yeah, you want a Fortune 500 company?
Right.
I can give you that Fortune 500 company tomorrow, right now if I want to.
Yeah.
But giving you that right now, you're not capable to withstand that. You're not capable to maintain that.
Right.
It's going to even do you more harm than good at this point.
Yeah.
Until I mold you, shape you.
The pruning.
And take you from where you are now to who I called you to be.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things to where a delay is not a no.
Right. And I think we can learn to be thankful in those delays when we understand that we don't see the big picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't see the big picture.
We can't. Like, we serve a God who is all knowing and all seeing. We only know 5 minutes ago.
Right.
I don't know 5 minutes from now.
And then I know we can plan and we can use analytics to forecast.
And that's good.
That's great. But
that's good, as we should. We should plan and we should work the plan always. But we have to understand that we are working according to his will. And we have to understand that we don't see the big picture. So like even he mentioned in the scriptures, he says that, and I will send the hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites from before you.
But hold on. Before you go there, did the Israelites know that there was hornets in that land?
No, he's saying there's people in the land.
Right, what I'm saying, but did the Israelites know that?
That there's people in the land?
Right.
No. So the Israelites don't know what they're coming to at this point.
Right.
They don't know what the promised land is looking like, where they're going. All they know is God is going to go there. But God is going to take them there.
Right.
But he's telling them there are these people, the Canaanites, Hittites, Hivites, these people are in this land. And I have to remove I have to remove these people from this land in order for you to gradually take it over. But here's the thing. There's so many of them and not so many of you.
Right.
If I send you to this land, you won't succeed at this point. But also, you probably are not prepared for the battle that they're going to bring forth towards you.
Because you're not ready.
You're not ready. But we have to see the bigger picture.
Right.
The bigger picture is he wants us, first and foremost, he wants what is done through us to glorify him.
Right.
That is first and foremost. We can't glorify him in a situation that we ain't even called to yet.
So not being ready mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Exactly.
Right? So he put you in that place and you're not ready to handle what comes with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And it goes to this. So in verse 30, God talks about little by little, I will drive them out before you. As we read it, we kind of get a good understanding. But what do you think why do you think he works in that little by little way sometimes? Why not just give it all to us? Why do you think he works like that?
Well, again, just like we said, we're not ready, right? And that's pruning, that's shaping, that's molding. Giving it to us can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flip that. Why do you think he gives to us by little?
Well, two things. I think to show his wisdom and to show that he cares for us.
Wow.
Because again, us as humans, we think we know what's right for us. But again, when we don't see the big picture and we don't know the plan, we move in accordance to how we feel, not what we know. And so his wisdom and his love for us, he presents things little by little so we don't harm ourselves.
So as a parent taking care of their child, we want nothing but good for our child, right? Sometimes our children think as they grow up and be teenagers that they know it all, that they got it all figured out.
Right.
But the parent is there saying, no, don't go this way. Let's try it this way.
Right.
But the child already teenager in their mind, no, I'm just going to go this way because it's what it is.
Right.
So as our Father, God that is in heaven, he knows what's best for us.
Right.
He knows that we are immature. We're not mature enough to handle this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I can give you a car right now. Sweet 16. Oh, you want a car? Daddy, no. Daddy's saying I don't think you need a car.
Right.
But I want a car. My friends got a car. They driving. But I don't think you need a car. You decide to drive your friend's car, and you wreck your friend's car because you wasn't patient enough, and you thought that you had the maturity.
But just think about that. Just think about what you're saying, because even you or parents in general, as human beings, because you've been through teenage years, you've been through adolescent years, you've been through those years, you're able to have the wisdom enough to be able to say, I've been here. This is what happened to me. I don't want you to go through that. Let's try this lane. Right. Even you as a human, and you're not perfect.
I'm not perfect. No. Parents aren't perfect.
Right.
It's no how-to book when it comes to raising a kid.
Exactly. It's not. And so there's scripture on that where it says, if you as humans can give your child good things, how much more, right? There's scripture that's based on that. So if even we know that as we grow older, we're seasoned and there's wisdom, just think about our Father who created us, how much more wisdom and love and care that he has for us. And so he presents things little by little. So that way, let me tell you something.
So he presents things little by little because he wants us to prosper.
And if we got it too soon, God forbid, it would be detrimental to our health, to our mindset. Because again, remember, we're born with sin nature. Pride is a thing. Right. Greed is a thing. Like there's so many things that we're dealing with. Right. And so I love that. But I think essentially that it just shows his wisdom and his care for us. Right. But how can essentially we shift our perspective? Because that delay, we're impatient. we like, okay, I'm ready for it now. I think I can do it now. How can we shift our perspective from impatience to gratitude when things aren't happening as fast as we think they should?
Let's acknowledge what you feel.
Yeah. Okay.
Acknowledge what you're feeling in that time and in that moment. But invite God into it.
I love that.
All right. So I'm going to read this. Impatience often comes from disappointment, fear, or a sense of being forgotten. Invite God into your situation.
Yeah.
God doesn't reject those prayers. He meets us in them. So with whatever situation you're going through, whatever you feel that you're being impatient about, and I know I'm not a patient person.
No,
I'm not a patient. No, I'm not a patient person. But I have learned to practice patience.
Yeah.
Because just because I can do it at the drop of a dime, that don't mean it's the right time.
Yeah.
That don't mean it's God's timing.
Yeah.
So I have learned, in being patient in whatever situation I'm going to seek God in prayer.
Right.
And help and let Him come into that situation and to figure it out.
Yeah. And I think it's easier said than done, right?
Yes, it is.
Because again, we want the best for ourselves as well.
Right.
We are only human. However, I think it's important for us to remember that we aren't the authors of our own lives. And I feel like when we take that seat, when we take that pen and start trying to write our own story, I think the impatience comes because we're not aligned to the wheel.
So thank you for saying aligned to the wheel. So that we're taking over the wheel. So when we start doing it ourselves because we're impatient, we driving the car.
Right.
But guess what happens? We go as far as we can.
And we
stop.
Yeah.
And now we're in this situation to like, oh wait, God, I need you to take the wheel. I need you to drive this.
Say that.
Because we get in the situation.
We constantly feel like we're the authors. Okay. I think, so let's just think about this passage that we just read, right?
Right.
Literally, God was the GPS system.
He is.
But I'm talking about even to the Israelites at the time.
Right.
Yes, He is all the time. Sometimes it depends, right? I don't always know where God is guiding me. I don't always know.
Why are you saying that? Okay. You don't know. And I think that's why people take the wheel.
Right.
Because when God has a purpose for your life and that passion that's in you to do what God is calling you to do.
Right.
He's not going to give you the step by step to go like that. What He wants you to do is walk out on faith.
Exactly. Okay. And then
trust Him.
And just think about this. He literally broke the whole thing down for them.
Wow.
He broke the whole thing down for the Israelites I'm going to take these people out. I'm going to do these people out. I'm not going to do it in a year's time. So don't expect it within the year. Expect it after that time. But I'm going to drive these people out. I'm going to send some hornets. Y'all ain't going to miscarry no children no more. We're not going to do it. Like, He literally told you the whole game plan. And so even the Israelites who got the whole plan, who knew the whole plan, could not follow through.
Wow.
How much harder is it for us today?
Wow. So do you think today, and I know we're probably getting off a little bit, but do you think today, if God gave us the plan, told us what was going to happen step by step, the trials that we're going to go through, the adversity, the mountains that we're going to have to climb, so-and-so may stab you in the back, a person that you love going to die. Do you think we would sign up for that?
No, but see, that's why He does things little by little, the wisdom and the care, because he knows if we knew the plan and what it took to get to the plan, we would back out right now.
All right, then, God, I love you.
We would back out right now.
Yeah.
We would back out right now because we mentally, in our minds, we feel this is too hard, this is too much. But we got to remember, we're going through things so he can equip us. He is building up our character and our steadfastness to be able to get through this to go to the next.
But with that, he's building our faith.
Come on.
He's building our faith. He's building our walk to trust him. And I know through my journey, the things that we have went through in the business and in life, period.
Right.
I know I couldn't have made it.
No other way.
No other way.
No other way.
But God.
No other way.
So when something comes up now, listen, hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, my faith and my trust is in God. Wow.
So it brings up, okay, with you talking about faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it brings up the question of him working behind the scenes for me.
Okay.
Because in this passage, he says things like, I will prepare the way, I will block them out. So what does that say about how involved God is in fighting for us, which is often behind the scenes? We don't see that. But what does that say about God really fighting for us and handling our battles?
He got our back. Plain and simple.
Right. And I think also too, what we see is, okay, I'm going to pray to God about this.
Mm-hmm.
And because I believe and I have faith, I know he going to hear me. He going to work it out. Day 1 go. Day 5 go. Day 10 go. 30 days. And you like, he ain't doing nothing. But what we don't see is that there is a spiritual war going on daily that we do not see. It's kind of like us, right? Right? We have employees that work for us, right? Mm-hmm. Employees and staff that work for us. We have like the core office staff team, right? But then we have staff that goes out in the field and they're seeing all these clients, right? Okay. We have equipped, trained, orientated, we've talked, signed on, employed a bunch of caregivers, and we've sent them out to go and do their work,
job, yes.
Right?
To serve, yes.
But on the backhand, they don't see
what's going on.
All the calls we got to make, all the things that go on a day-to-day basis, all the headaches, all the crying, all the blood, sweat, and tears that is put in from the staff, from us. Like, they don't see that. All they know is I've been told and equipped to go out and do this, and that's what I'm doing. It works the same exact way.
It's like a movie.
It is.
When we go to the movies to see our favorite movie, whatever that may be, you're seeing a finished, polished product.
Always.
But you're not seeing what went on behind the scenes to create that finished, polished product.
Right. And so most times we have to remember we're only seeing the outcome.
Yes.
We're not seeing the process.
Right.
And so the faith part is I'm going to pray and bring this to you.
Right. And trust.
And trust that I know my Father in heaven is going to take care of me.
Whether I see it's happening today, tomorrow, or not.
And no matter when he gives it to me, I know that he is fighting on my behalf.
Yes.
And he's doing things unseen.
And he's working on me. Through this process, I am learning about more of who I am.
Yeah.
And who God calls me to be.
Right.
Wow.
So we're talking about faith.
Okay.
How can we express gratitude during those seasons where we are facing a bunch of obstacles or we have silence and we're exercising that faith?
Faith anchors us when circumstances don't make sense.
Right. Right.
And when everything feels uncertain around us, that faith is the anchor for me.
Yeah.
When I'm uncertain, listen, I done did everything I could do.
Right.
To try to figure this problem out.
Right.
And no matter which way I'm looking, because right now I'm driving the wheel. Right. I can't find the way out of it, right?
Right.
So my faith in situations that I have been in is that, hey, God is working behind the scenes doing this.
Right.
for me.
Right.
And for good. Now, during that uncertain times, faith keep us from being swept away by what is visible. So, example, what's going on in the news today? Right? What's visible? What's visible? We talked about SNAP benefits.
Government shutdown.
We talk about people getting laid off, all these companies laying off people, right? So that is visible right now.
Right.
So let's change my focus. What is God doing behind the scenes?
Right.
So my faith can waver in what is being seen.
Right.
Man, these people during this time that's being laid off still have to provide for their family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
The SNAP benefits that's being cut. Some people
are going hungry. Yeah.
So my faith and my trust in God is what's keeping me from not being swept away from what I visibly see.
Can see.
Because I know he's working behind the scene.
I think too, we have to really understand what faith is.
Break it down.
Because I think sometimes we kind of confuse faith with hope, really, because we hope God would do this, but that is different from faith, right? And so the scripture that I love when we're talking about faith and like really trying to understand what it is, Hebrews 11 breaks it down tremendously. I read that for us. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. It goes on to say, by faith, we understand that the universe was created by the word of God, so that what is seen was not made out of things that are visible. Then it goes on later to say, and without faith, it is impossible to please him, for whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him.
Wow.
The biggest thing is faith is assurance.
Yes.
It's assured. It's done. It's assured. Faith is knowing that the things that are not seen is happening, right? It's assuring that God is doing what he said he will do. That is faith.
Because his word can't come back void.
It can't come back void. So that's faith. It's knowing that God gonna do it. And it's saying, okay, because I know that he's gonna do it, I'm gonna understand that I'm not gonna be able to see what he's doing.
Matter of fact, it probably get worse before it get better.
Right. And it's just knowing through it all, it's going to get better. I might have some hard times, but it is assured that it will happen. I just won't see it.
Exactly.
And that is, we don't normally see it till after the fact.
Right.
Usually. If we are remembering what we're praying for and what we're believing for.
I'm going to share this real quick. It's probably a little off subject, but my mom was diagnosed with cancer, a year ago?
Yeah.
And my faith was hit hard, man. It was hit hard. We got the diagnosis, and this is saying how we say it's easier said than done. When trouble, when circumstances, when life start lifing.
Right.
In me, I knew what to do. Hey, I'm finna pray. I'm gonna give it to God. But I couldn't speak it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know better than anybody what I think what to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's coming to my head. You need to pray. You need to do this. And I just couldn't. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it per se. I wasn't there, even though my spirit was saying. So I went to visit her. She stayed some months in the hospital doing chemo. And I was visiting her. And as I go visit her, I'm crying at home and everything. And I go visit her. So I'm like, okay, I got to keep a strong face. And she's happy.
Yeah.
She's reading the word. She's devotional.
Yeah.
She's in there by herself pretty much, and I'm visiting her.
Yeah.
And she's keeping me going. Probably she's not aware of it. But her faith it strengthened my faith.
Right.
To start praying.
Because what's likely stopped you is the fear of what if he don't? And you know what? And that's the fear of not yet, right?
I can. You know what? I accept that, but I don't know.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Because guess what? There's nothing more telling than how we react when he doesn't do what we asked. And let me tell you something. That's because we are not the authors of our life. If you prayed and you did, right?
Yeah.
But
eventually.
Right.
Yes.
But what if you prayed and he didn't do it? How do you stay strong and encouraged during those times?
Let me tell you, if I prayed and he didn't do what he did, that didn't mean that he can do
what he did. Come on.
That don't mean that he couldn't do it. That mean his will
be
had
done.
To be done. So
and I think that it just goes back. That's how we anchor our hope and our thankfulness in that not yet, or that delay, or that not right now, or that we have to understand everything is not a coincidence.
Right.
Everything happens because he wills it to happen. Though it's hard to love someone and be there and watch them go through chemo, or watch them go through cancer, or you're
Alzheimer's.
Right, Alzheimer's disease,
yes.
Or you're dealing with someone who has autism, though it is hard.
Yes.
We have to, remember that he's working, but we have to remember this is according to his will.
Yeah.
Because we also have to remember, he said a lot in this scripture, right? He said, I will blot them out in 23:23. Yeah. He says, when my angel goes before you in 23:23, I will take sickness away in 23:25. I will fulfill the number of days, 23:26. And I will send hornets, 23:28. Little by little, I will drive them out, 23:30.
Yes.
We have to understand that he is controlling all things.
Not my will, God, but your will be done.
He is controlling all things. And we have to remember that, again, that bigger picture. God, let me, while I have this chance, let me steward what you have given me. How can I bring glory through this cancer? How can I glorify you? My grandmother strengthened your faith because she stayed strong. Yes. She glorified him in your eyes.
Yes.
Like, hey, if she's good, I'm good.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So do this.
Yeah. That's
with a family member dealing with cancer, Alzheimer's, or surgery, passing. Yes, it's horrible. Yes, it's hurtful. Yes, we probably won't understand it in that moment. But remember this. Let's shift your focus.
Yeah.
To his will and what he's working in you.
Yeah.
And it don't feel good.
Yeah.
But he's our Father.
Right. And
he wants what's best for us.
And we have to remember his truths and his promises. We have to lean on those when things aren't going according to how we feel it should go, or when we want deliverance from something and it's not coming as soon as we want it to come, right?
Right.
So we have to remember that. But
let's go here.
Okay.
All right. As we celebrate Thanksgiving,
right?
How can we cultivate a deeper, more lasting gratitude, not just for the blessings we can see, but for God's sovereignty, protection, and perfect timing?
I think most of what helps me cultivate kind of a deeper, more lasting gratitude is keeping my eyes focused on eternity. Because if I remember that all of this is fleeting, that there will be no hunger, there will be no sickness, there will be no depression, there will be a time where we are joined with him. Without all of these things, it helps me to remember, like, God, even though you are still God. You know what I'm saying? So when I keep my eyes on eternity, keep my eyes fixed on him and his truths and his promises, I'm more grateful for what I have. Again, I'll cherish these moments and the people that are close to me more, because I understand it won't always be like this. You know what I mean? And so I think that's always important, just to remember what he's doing behind the scenes.
And cherish this.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Cherish this, yes.
Yeah.
The wealth, we are here
Yeah.
just for a moment in time, right? We are here to do God's will on earth.
Right.
Serve his people, love his people, right?
Right.
And praise and worship him, right? So this holiday season, what we want to do is cherish these moments. Be thankful for these moments. There's some people that are dealing with not having family members this holiday season.
Right.
Now you have, with the flights and cancellations and things that's going on, people won't be able to be with their family. Right. So let's cherish the moment that we do have for our family. Right. And I'm gonna do this, say this also. Why is it important to thank God, not only for what he's done, but also for what he is doing and will do, even if we can't see it yet?
Because I think it exercises your faith. Because if you're thankful for what he's already done, but you're praying and hoping for something to be delivered from something, right? You thanking him in advance is showing that you are assured that he's going to do what you've prayed for, right? It's essentially like the scripture, faith without works is dead. Thanking him is part of the work. Right? And then it's acting and moving according to, I know he's going to provide this. Yes. And we have to also be comfortable with it not looking the way we want it to look when he provided.
Wow, starting a business, I have a vision.
Right.
Of what I think it should be or what I want it to be.
Yeah.
In that process, everything I thought so far, it's not how I envisioned it.
Yeah.
But it's perfect.
Yeah.
My vision that I thought it was perfect. Right? But the way God delivered it
is even better.
That's wow.
And I think also too, when we say like he will provide, it's assured that he's doing something, right? Doesn't always mean it's gonna feel good,
right?
With whatever he delivers. Right. You can pray for peace, and that might mean people in your life fall away.
Well, I guess that means it probably be a storm before the peace.
Exactly. And so we got to understand that it's not going to always feel good.
Right.
But he still answered that prayer. And it didn't come in the package you want.
Right.
It didn't feel like you wanted it to feel. It probably was not as exciting, and it could have been. But again, we have to understand that he sees the bigger picture.
So why is it important to thank God not only for what he's done, but also for what he's doing and will do? Thanking God for the past builds trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanking God for the present builds awareness. Thanking him for the future builds hope.
Ooh, I love that. Oh, you aware that you can't do it. You need him. You get what I'm saying? And it's trusting that he done it before, he'll do it again.
Yes.
And it's hoping that when I ask for it in the future, it's going to be delivered. I love that you say that. And I was flipping through my Bible because I kind of want to close. I want to close with this because at the same time, I think it's important that we understand this. And so what I'm going to read is James 1, verses 2 through like 4 or so. But it says, the title, which is so good, of this, it says, Testing of Your Faith. It says, count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Again, faith is having the assurance that he will do it even when you don't see it. And when we are going through trials and tribulations, when we want to be delivered from something, we have to know and remember that he is working behind the scenes. And we have faith in that. Don't doubt him. Because when you doubt him, you like the waves of the sea. You don't know what's coming. He says, but ask me and it will be given unto you. And so I think we have to remember that we just have to put forth the effort and have faith and ask God for what we need, but remember he is working it out behind the scenes.
So
regardless of the time frame, regardless of how it looks.
So be thankful for the circumstance.
Yeah.
Be thankful for the situation.
Count it all joy.
And have gratitude when that time comes that you know God is working behind the scenes.
Yes.
It's the holiday season right now. Not that you have to wait to the holidays, but we have 5 tips to help manage stress during the holidays. And we kind of wanted to share that with you.
The most important thing is to reach out to a support group. Find others that are going through the same issues so that you can feel like it's not just me. And also to discuss the different areas of the grief, whatever you're going through, because that grief looks different for everybody. It's not the same. And then 2 is to continue with the activity that brings you happiness.
Yes.
If it's walking, if it's reading, if it's playing a board game, whatever it is, continue to do that.
Some other techniques, thank you so much, Ruby, that we also want to mention is set realistic expectations. You are not Superman or Superwoman, and you don't have to save the world. Do something small, just 1 step forward per day, and that just might be getting up and getting dressed for the day. So make a realistic expectation for yourself. Another one that people dismiss all the time, and this is, we do it when we have children as women, it's breathing, a breathing technique. Sometimes you can feel in your entire body when you're stressed. Everything tenses up and you start to have shallow breathing. But taking the deep breath in through your nose, blowing it out through your mouth, as silly as that might sound, can help to decrease your stress immediately, help to reduce blood pressure, and then you can kind of think better. And also, we also always say, do, like Ruby said, do an activity that you enjoy some kind of way. Carve out 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if you have to go into a restroom and close the door, to do something you like. That might be listen to one of your favorite songs. That might be watch a funny video. That might be take a power nap for 5 minutes if it's possible. But make sure that sometime throughout the day, every day, you carve out at least 5 minutes to do something that's meaningful to you.
Well, I hope this episode blessed you guys. It blessed me. I'm a crybaby, as y'all know. This isn't the first time. But I hope this episode blessed you guys. And I hope this holiday season you're able to find gratitude in the things that normally you don't feel too thankful for.
Right.
Circumstances that you don't feel too thankful for. And then I pray that you're able to thank God even in the midst of it.
Yes.
And you're able to anchor into him this holiday season, have your family around, give them this episode, share this episode with somebody that you know that may be going through with something that kind of needs that extra pull to say, hey, God got you. And he does. It does. And so I thank you guys for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. and join us back for the next season of the Journey Out podcast. Happy holidays, and we love you guys. We out.